What is possible then in terms of expansion and in terms of the remainder of the year on the basis of what you have achieved this quarter?
Well, thank you for having me on the line. Well, the bank has a huge potential. There are great opportunities in the Saudi market now in terms of financing infrastructure projects, in terms of supporting the government initiatives in housing and other sectors. So there's a great potential. We're very optimistic about the 2020.
Good morning to you, sir. It's Manis. Talk to me about where the next growth in the footprint in terms of new branches. I was looking at some Arkham Capital. They did the numbers. Hopefully they're up to date. 110 branches. Where does the retail footprint grow from here?
Well, in terms of branches, physical branches, we are not actually expanding our branch network. What we're focusing on is the reach to our customer base through the digital transformation. We have started the digital transformation journey in 2017, and it's still going on. And then a lot of services now have been shifted to digital channels. So we're not really focused on physical branches, we say.
What about your high cost-to-income ratio? That's something that stands out. Obviously, you're a smaller shop compared to some of the peers in the industry. Does that mean you're having conversations with others for a potential tie-up? Are you open to a merger or an acquisition?
Well, as far as cost-to-income ratio, I don't know if you have seen our numbers. 3 years ago, we were at 64%, and we managed to get this down to almost now 51%. There is definitely, the bank is new, and there is a lot of investment that's gone on in terms of infrastructure, in terms of IT, in terms of other infrastructure projects. And our target, of course, is bring this down. As far as mergers and acquisitions, and of course all these are not in the horizon for now. But if anything, it will be subject to board of directors and general assembly directions.
In terms of the boom that we've seen, I just want to get a sense from you of in the Islamic finance industry and in Saudi Arabia. Is that playing in any way into the shape of the business for the rest of this year and going forward?
Sure. I mean, SAMA, being the central bank in Saudi Arabia, has introduced responsible lending rules, and government initiated also the mortgage and housing financing, and that has supported most of the banks in terms of growth in the asset base, and especially in the retail sector. However, in the corporate sector, there is a lot of, as you know, Saudi Arabia had the largest physical budget in 2019. There were tremendous government initiatives that have taken place, which required, of course, access to financing for these projects. And the bank was actively participating in that.
We have an unfolding story, Abdulaziz, of a coronavirus that is shaking up global risk assets. I mean, now we're seeing a bit of a recovery, but it's still going to be an overhang for Chinese economic growth. I wonder whether that's going to be something that you start factoring in as you look to the remainder of the year.
Well, our business is pretty much domestic, and we don't have actually very much in terms of international exposures. So I think we will be very to the impact to us will be very minimal in that case.